All right.
Timeout.
So
I might have to put you on time.
here's the deal.
Oh.
I feel so bad for this guy. So Terrence Shannon Jr. Oh, my story just went away. Don't you love when that happens? He basically was having his jersey retired. Okay.
All right.
So
That's a fun moment. That's a cool moment. Career moment.
It should have been.
Well, yeah.
So during halftime of the Illinois-Michigan State game on Saturday, Illinois held a ceremony to honor the jersey of the men's basketball star who led the program to its first Elite Eight appearance last year. First time since 2005.
Okay. So far, I'm with you. Sounds good.
So there was just one major issue. The banner that would go into the rafters at State Farm Center was positioned upside down as Shannon pulled the cord to reveal it, okay, and relieve it. And so it was upside down.
Like as a whoopsie. Like you had one job, whoever was supposed to hang this thing up.
Yes.
Oh, no.
So, I mean, I feel bad because it's a big moment for him. You know, his family's there, mom and dad, thinking about the blood, sweat, and tears that went into all your years of playing and where you got to. So, the good news is
Okay.
this guy has taken this moment and turned it into something positive. Yesterday, the Minnesota Timberwolves guard announced a fundraiser with shirt designs that reference the moment. Okay, so super cute. So you got a shirt,
Yeah.
and in regular letters, it says, when life, what does it say? When life,
Has you upside down.
and the upside down part is written upside down. Turn it around.
I love that.
That's
really
love it
cute.
too.
That's really
super
cute.
cute. So the money's going to go to benefit the Don Moyer Boys and Girls Club in Illinois, which I thought was a really cool, classy thing to do.
So wait a minute. Who was in timeout then? The person who hung it up?
The person who hung it upside down. How do you get that so wrong? Aren't there checks and balances?
You had one job. No, I guess. I mean, it wasn't intentional. This wasn't somebody pulling a prank. We think it was just a mistake,
so.
right? Like we just think it was. I don't know the answer. I'm just saying, throwing it out there. Let's hope.
Well, at first I thought it was a joke.
Yeah.
And then you're like, wait a second. What? It's like, you know, those moments when you pull the curtains down to see your
Portrait.
Presidential portrait or whatever. And you're like, oh. Thank
Is that
you.
really what I look at? Wait, how many
Exactly.
presidential portraits have been painted of you?
Well, you know what I mean.
I know. Or like a sculpture, or there's some big reveal, and there was like, oh.
So after this upside down jersey was presented, the Illinois Athletic Department officials apologized for the mishap. They said, we need to make sure we understand that in life, mistakes happen.
Yep.
And, but there are also certain moments where mistakes can't happen. And tonight we stole that moment from Shannon, and that's on us, and something we have apologized to him for, to his mom. We want to make sure that we apologize to our fans and everybody who was excited to be a part of this experience tonight. And I know to us, we're like, who cares? It's a stupid mistake. But
No,
you know,
but that's a huge moment.
yeah, like I said, your blood, your sweat, your tears, like your sacrifices, and then to have that happen.
You know, kudos to him for turning it around.
Yeah, I
For
love it.
Doing what his shirt now says, you know, when life has you upside down, turn it around. You gotta do that in life. And the people who go the farthest in life, I believe, are those who get really good at doing that, because everybody gets dealt those kinds of blows, you know?
Well, and it's
And
not.
you got to just flip it around, or you make the best of every situation you're handed.
Yeah, it's not about the mistakes. It's how you recover from the mistakes. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well done. Listen, I'm going to try my hand at my very first timeout.
Okay.
So, Cynthia Erivo of Wicked fame is going to be starring as Jesus in the Hollywood Bowl's Jesus Christ Superstar production coming up in August. She just announced this. It's going to be the August 1st to 3rd at the Hollywood Bowl. What is the Hollywood Bowl? Why do
Isn't
I not know?
Hollywood know this?
The Hollywood
It's a
Bowl.
performance venue.
It's like a
outdoor,
theater.
right?
Yeah, it's shaped like a bowl.
Got it.
There you go.
Makes perfect sense. Well, now I'm in the know. Thank you, Holly. Anyway, it's in L.A. and they're going to be doing Jesus Christ Superstar at the show, and she will be having that lead role. And they're kind of slowly revealing more details about what we can expect here. Other cast members, though, have yet to be announced, so we're waiting on that. But on Instagram, Cynthia shared this news. She said, just a little busy this summer, can't wait. So we're all looking forward to that. And she's riding high, of course, after her stardom in Wicked and
Right.
how fabulous that movie was. But here's the timeout part of this. Apparently, there are people who are upset that she's going to be playing the role of Jesus in this show. And I need these people to just sit down and just.
I think it's an
what's going on
interesting
here?
choice. I think it's an interesting choice. You know, she's a very talented actress. She could probably do
She's
some
fantastic.
things that your typical predictable person can't. Great production, by the way.
Yeah, great show.
Oh my God, it's such a good show.
I guess I don't understand. So anyway,
Well, I mean, I get it.
there's a little uproar.
She's a female. Traditionally, Jesus was a man. But maybe there's a point to it. You know what
That's
I mean?
I'm thinking like everyone's so quick to say, "Bah!" you know,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, well, hold up a minute. Like we didn't even let's see what the show does. Let's see what it looks like before they're judging something that we don't even know who all the actors and actresses are going to be yet. I mean, it's so early in let's wait and see what actually gets presented, and then you can have an opinion about if you liked it or not. I don't like these people who complain about things before they're even here.
Well, I have to be honest.
Okay.
I didn't know she was playing Jesus. But now I do, and I think it's an interesting choice.
I mean, it's definitely a headline grabber moment for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I her skills and her singing ability are pretty epic,
Right.
you know, and that might be something that comes into play. But I guess fans believe that casting a woman for a male religious figure is blasphemous.
Yes. I mean,
Yada yada. But
it's also art. It's not religion. It's
I just had this
an art
conversation
It is a
with
musical.
Steve about
Right?
how I don't know if we have enough time.
I know.
But you know what?
Looking at the
I believe that let's take this story out of it. But
Sure.
our discussion, kind of just a parallel story, was how Steve was saying, you know, to some degree, there needs to be responsibility placed upon people in certain situations. I believe when you're dealing with schooling or kids, or you're in a role of being looked up to, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think when it comes to movies, it comes to books, it comes to music, that's art.
It's art.
Don't touch it.
That's right.
Because now we're dealing with censorship and whatever. Anyway, we covered a lot in this segment.
Woo!
Well done, Matt Belanger.
That was my first one, and I picked a biggie, didn't I?
You did.
Anyway.
You did.